Hi guys, it's Max and Rowan here from Vanguard, and we're back again with our weekly Vanguard If discussion video. I think this week we're on episode 6, is that right? Is this the 6th episode?
I think so, yeah.
I think it's the 6th episode, yep.
Yeah, we'll go
So,
with 6.
this is the episode which focuses around Kyo as the jammer. As always, we're going to quickly go through the episode so you don't have to watch it if you don't want to. So, the episode begins with Suiko and Ibuki being literally crucified by a Yakuza street gang type thing. And then we go to Kyo being a maid in the real world.
Yeah, so Kyo just wakes up and is just like, how the hell did I get here?
Yep.
And then it does flashbacks as he remembers.
Yep. And then we get to see that it's Kyo who is in charge of the gang, but not really Kyo because he's Ren, even though it's clearly Kyo.
Yeah, he's calling himself Ren.
Yep. So Emi and Shuka walk up and are like, oh no, this is really bad. Look, our friends are being crucified. Let's go find the jammer. So they go off to find the jammer and ignore Suiko and Ibuki. And they go to a car, and in the car is Rowan's best boy, Ren.
Yeah, but before this, Shuka starts, what do you call it? Hot wiring the car.
That's right, yeah, tries to hotwire the car.
And then Emma's just like, oh, you don't have a driving license. And Shuka's just there like, what the hell's a driving license?
Yeah. So Ren's like, ooh, I could help. Let me take you to this abandoned building, which ends up being the Team Asteroid old base. It's like, this is where we all used to play as friends when we were all friends together. But I ruined it because I'm a try-hard and I get salty when I lose, and I'm really horrible to people if they're not very good at the game.
But you're wrong there, because Ren doesn't lose. That was the whole problem.
Yeah.
He got too good.
Yeah, it's like, I'm just too good, and everybody else didn't want to play anymore because I was just too stonks.
Exactly.
But anyway, here's some cards for you. And everyone's like, oh yeah, cheers for the cards, mate. That's great. And then we go, and then Kyo comes and chases after them with a shotgun, and Ren's like, oh, let me pull out this grappling hook gun from a mysterious place on my back. I'll not say where. Hint, hint. That's my secret.
Also, Ren must be fucking hard as fuck because he's just carrying two girls out of the room at once.
And they've done the kind of Demon Slayer Nezuko thing with the girls, where they've shrank to half their size too.
Okay, yeah.
Then here's the actual shotgun that fires real bullets in a card game anime for children. Let's paint it pink and purple to pretend it's not a real shotgun.
Suiko also gets threatened by a knife to her as well.
So then Ren's like, yep, save you out, see you later, I'm going. I'm like, oh, alright, see ya. And then we go back to crucifixion. Now, the really worrying thing about this crucifixion for me is these metal spikes that two of the guards are holding.
Yeah.
Now, as somebody who has to read about crucifixions quite a lot for their job, I know those spikes are used to kill so somebody dies quicker. So you'll stab someone with those spikes and they bleed out to death if the crucifixion's not enough for them. Which is quite dark in a card game anime. But not quite as dark as setting them on fire alive, which is the other thing that they decide to do with them.
Yeah.
At this point, Emi and Shuka are like, maybe we need to get involved now. So they rock up and they're like, let's do what we always do and let's start a fight. And then Kyo transports into Zanbaku, or Zangeki, Zanbaku. It's a transform, right? He warps into it.
You said transport.
Oh, transforms.
Very much. Okay.
Yeah. So he does that. Is it Zanbaku?
Yeah, Zanbaku.
Zanbaku, yeah. And then Master Dark's like, believe in yourself. Here, I'll help you once you've been wrapped up, because one of the arresters captures Emi, so he frees them. And then they're like, yep, let's do what we always do, and let's summon our fail-safe unit that never gets beaten, Blaster Blade. Oh wait, Blaster Blade got wrecked. So Blaster Blade gets chained up. And
he literally did something in the first episode, and then he's done nothing.
Yep. And then Shuka says, the literal line is, and now for the final card of this week.
She says that every episode.
Yeah. So they summon Yasue. And Yasue just wrecks Zanbaku, and then they win again. And that's the end of the story. And they go, here's the card of the day. It's Yasue! Here's Yasue.
You weren't expecting that.
And then next week, it's something to do with the backstory, I think.
It does look like it's something to do with how Emi meets Shuka.
Yeah, and Archie looking off into the distance.
Yeah.
Foreboding. So what did you think of this episode, Rowan?
Well, throughout the majority of the episode, I could not think anything other than what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
Especially at that part. So at the beginning of the flashback for Ibuki, it just goes to him in a maid outfit for no reason whatsoever, putting out lunch, and then Suiko walks in, and he's just like, "Oh, hi, master, how are you?" Blah 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 blah. And then it turns out that the reason that he's in a maid outfit is because he lost his wallet, and Suiko offered to pay for his beef bowl or something for him. And apparently that warrants, which cost her, I think it was 690 yen.
Yeah.
Which equates to about a fiver.
Yeah.
So, and that apparently warrants Ibuki wearing a maid outfit for her and making this omelette.
Yeah.
And having to do the love ketchup thing on the omelette that Japanese maids tend to do.
Yeah, it was mad. I really liked the fact that Ren's now given. I think Ren's now given them Blasted Dark, right?
No, he hasn't.
They just show it to them.
Yeah, so when they go to the car scene, when they're trying to hotwire the car, Ren shows up and they're like, "Oh, who the hell are you?" And he's just like, "Oh, I'm someone who's got something that you need." Shows them Blasted Dark, but doesn't actually give it to them.
Because we're building up now to being able to summon MLB, aren't we? We know that MLB is going to be the final thing, and they're going to summon that against Daichi.
Exactly.
Which will be, well, that's what I think is going to happen anyway. I thought it was a really good episode. I thought that Kyo was a bit lackluster, which is probably why they didn't focus on him much and focus much more on everything else that was going on in the story.
Yeah. I mean, the thing with this anime is that you just got to take everything with like a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Like, nothing is actually like, oh, because this happened, it's now canon that Ren is hard as fuck or something like that. It's like, it's a comedy anime. It's not. It's probably not. They're probably going to say that it's like not canon to the actual story at the end of it or something. Or they might even just be like, you know what? Yeah, all that happened. Why not?
And then they'll say, now we're not doing any more Cardfight Vanguard.
Yeah, assuming that they don't want to end up doing a G-boot.
Yeah.
I would like them to do something that's new rather than just rebooting another anime again.
This is the old Yasue though, this card, is it? Or is this the new one?
No, this is the new one. This is the VR. It's got an XL marker and everything.
Yeah, it's the new one. So
so it's Yasue, and they didn't show Yasue Tenma.
That's what.
Rare that his skill literally has something to do with.
Yeah,
which is it's kind of strange, but it was their choice.
I don't remember this art being this nice. It looks a lot nicer here than I remember seeing it.
It's probably just because it's full art.
Yeah, anything looks better.
Like, it hasn't got like the text over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Art. So you can see the second sword that he's pulling out of the ground. He looks very Orochimaru-y because there's like snakes going around his other sword that he's pulling out.
Yeah. I'm quite surprised by the amount of violence in this episode for a children's anime. The gun, the crucifixion, and the spikes, and the fire.
Yeah.
It's not something I expect.
Yeah, in Japan they can get away with pretty much anything, can't they? Like, Brutal Jack had a gun.
Yeah.
All this stuff like that. Although, like, normal porn in Japan is censored.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So, the strange thing for me about not so much the episode, but the leading on to for next episode is we saw all those shadowy figures flying around, but I don't think we saw who the jammer was next week, did we?
No, I don't think so.
So we don't know who it's going to be.
No, we also see them trying summon a unit.
Yeah.
That you can see the outline of, but from what I can't tell what that unit is supposed to be.
No, I can't either.
It does look like a blaster unit, but it also looks like it's got some weird like cloth things around its helmet.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what it actually is.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'm trying to think of anything else worth mentioning about this episode. Probably the fact that we're going to see this recurring gag about Master Dark now, and it wasn't just a one-off thing. So we're going to see this kind of.
I do hope that he shows up in like all the episodes now, leading up until the fight with Aichi.
Yeah, it sort of reminds me of the Superman type thing where they have Clark Kent, and then when he takes his glasses off, like, oh wow, it's Superman.
Yeah, well, I think it's supposed to be something to do with like, oh god, what was it? Sailor Moon. You know how there's like the masked guy and that.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't actually seen Sailor Moon. I just know sort of what happens.
Yeah.
There's the masked guy in that, isn't there? Who she's like actually friends with, or she sees him without his mask and she has no idea who he is, or something like that. I think.
And there's got. And
I'm pretty sure she has a crush on him when he's got his mask on too.
That's right.
Like Emmy does.
And there's got to be something about how Master Dark also can travel through time. If we keep seeing him, hasn't there? Like Shuka and Emmy.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see where it goes.
Or it'll probably be something to do with his psycholia.
Yeah, could be. So we know that Aichi had psycholia, and we know that Ren had it. Who else had psycholia? Because there was quite a lot in the manga, wasn't there? Because they all got it in the final battle. Or quite a lot of them It was all the ones that joined in as blaster, as Recyclers blasters, like fighters, wasn't it? So you had,
Yeah, so Naoki, Misaki, Korin, Shingo,
and we've not
and
seen
Ibuki, I guess.
none of those have been jammers, have they? So.
No, we haven't seen any of them.
Oh
at
well,
all yet, I
Ibuki
don't
was a
think.
jammer. There was an Ibuki that was a jammer.
Well, yeah. But I mean, they'll probably be Aichi's henchmen or whatever.
That sounds likely. Yeah.
Yeah, we have seen Korin technically.
Yeah,
but
but-
she was just in that idol episode, wasn't she?
Yeah.
But I don't think anyone else actually was like had original Psyqualia other than Aichi and Ren and maybe Ibuki if you class him as having Psyqualia.
Yeah, kind of. Because Leon doesn't have Psyqualia in this version, does he? He has it in. He has the thing in the old series, which is
Yeah,
sort of
I
like
don't think they've
Psyqualia.
shown him with Psyqualia in this.
Yeah.
And then Christopher Lowe also gets Psyqualia in the
Oh,
original
yeah, he
series,
does,
but not.
yeah.
Well, I don't think we've seen him in this either
Yeah.
in the reboot.
Cool. Right. Well, I think we're probably at the end of our conversation for this week. So do please join us again for episode 7 next week, where we've got a mystery jammer who we don't know who it is yet, if there is one. Please subscribe for our podcast, which will come out on Tuesday, where we look at the Japanese streams, so we translate them as quickly as possible and then discuss them. But until then, we'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.